My name's Doxsey. I'm a web developer, so I'm not a teacher by trade. I actually write software. And I've worked at a bunch of startups and mostly doing front-end web development, but also back-end stuff, so basically full-stack development. And so the reason I found Go and was interested in it is I had the experience of having to help sort of junior programmers in our company try to get better at web development, and we were using .NET and C#. C# is a very complex programming language, a lot of features, and they found it really hard to get started. And so I was looking for something simpler, and Go kind of fits that niche. And I'll talk about that more in a bit. So real quick, this is like an outline that I'm putting together for what we're going to be doing. You can get to it from this link, the is.gd/gobootcamp. So definitely bookmark that, and you'll see that there's a bunch of, most of this isn't filled in yet, but this will be our outline for the rest of the time. And then these are our main resources. So this is golang-book.com, which is the book website. So we can see that.
Do we need the book for the course?
No, it's all available online, so you can, that's the wrong. No, that's the right one. And so you can see this here. You'll know it's the right book when you have the Go for riding a bicycle. It has, this is the whole book, so you can read it all online. We're not going to be going exactly with the same thing, but most of the material is exactly from the book. So that's our first resource. The second resource is the Golang website.
Question already?
Yeah.
My name's Paul. Glad you're here. Why the gopher on the bike?
Oh, so the gopher is the Go mascot.
Is it? Oh,
Gordon the Gopher.
Gopher? Yeah.
And so the idea was that, like riding a bicycle when you're a little kid is really like terrifying, but it's a lot of fun. And so I wanted to make the book, the idea was something introductory, but was still fun. And then there's, so then the golang.org, that's the main Go website. There's a lot of material available on there. Most of this material is really technical. So if you're already a programmer who's worked in other languages, most of this stuff will be great. You'll find it really nice. Unfortunately, if you're brand new, it's kind of too hard. Like, it's really technical, so it's hard to get into. But nonetheless, we're going to be using that. In particular, where's the spec? Here we go. Language specification. This is like the Bible for Go, right? It describes everything about Go in great detail. But like I said, it's super technical. So that's the second resource. And then later, when we do App Engine, you can go to that link to see the docs for the App Engine. So basically, the structure of what we're going to be doing is sort of three parts to this. The first part, we're just going to learn about Go, and we're going to learn about command line application development, really simple programs. And then the second part, we'll add in web development to that. So we'll start making web servers with Go. And then the third part, we'll add in App Engine. And it'll all make sense when we get there. Finally, there's this link, a Scratch. I don't know if we'll use this, we might use this, but basically, it's just a shared editor that we can all use if we need to, if you guys want to show something for everybody. Right, so I don't know if we use that, but we might. Now, unfortunately, this is true of almost every programming anything. The first part we have to do before we even talk about the language or anything is we have to get it installed. So I have a guide on this website called Machine Setup, which will take you through the process of installing all the software needed to run Go. Because Go is both a language and a tool set. And we'll see that when we talk about it some more. So we have to install a bunch of software in order to use it. So does anybody have a computer that's not Windows or OS X? What are you guys using? Linux. Okay. Do you guys feel pretty comfortable on the command line and stuff?
I do.
Okay, that was kind of my guess with Linux. So you have two options if you're not on Windows and OS X. You can install the software yourself using whatever package management tools are available for your Linux distribution. Or if that's like really painful, you can use nitrous.io. Anybody heard of Nitrous? No? Yeah, okay, so it's an online cloud editor. So they'll give you a box and you can just run software on it, and you don't have to install anything on your computer. But it's not quite as full-featured as doing it the more traditional way. Okay, so like I said, this is kind of the painful part, but everybody needs to do it because to learn Go, you have to like write the code, and in order to write the code, you have to have everything installed. So everybody needs to get all of this stuff installed before we can even start. So like I said, you can go to the website, just walk through the steps, and we'll try to get everything going. And I am here to help you if you have problems.
We're installing Git, Terminal, Atom, Go, all of the Windows.
Right, yeah. All of the stuff. Yeah. You don't have to use Atom if you don't want. You can use another editor, but...
Most of the rooms got Sublime or WebStorm installed.
Yeah.
From previous classes.
I think Sublime comes with basic Go support. You could use it. It's just the Atom one has really good support. But up to you.
What about WebStorm?
I don't know about WebStorm support for Go. I've used the, what's the more general one? IntelliJ. I've used their Go edit plugin and found it kind of, it didn't play nice with the rest of Go.
It did?
No, because it kind of broke some patterns. But you know, we're mostly just using the text editor part. We don't need the.
You're going to be using Atom though?
Yeah.
Can you show the links again to that one page with all your links, and then up the top, ISGD Go Bootcamp? That's
I don't know, that would be worth putting on the board. Oh, ISGD Go. Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So anybody completely lost right now? Okay. Well, I'm going to walk around and help people if they need it. Okay. But this probably will take half an hour at least.